Alright, Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible, and to teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the Lord's chosen people on the sign, the 12 tribes of Israel. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone camps for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom.
Shalom.
So with that, I just want to talk about how it's a righteous thing. You know, if you have a wife and you feel a little jealous, you know, because you think she's messing around, it's a righteous thing to feel a little jealous. You know, because in the Bible there's a law, and it's called the law of jealousy. You know, and if a man felt jealous towards his wife, he would take her to the priest, and they would do what's called the adultery test to see if she's committing adultery. So we'll start off in Numbers 5 and 11.
This is the book of Numbers 5 and 11. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, 12, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, if any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him.
So right there, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is telling Moses to tell the people of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that if you have a wife and she goes astray, and astray means she's not doing her duty, you know, because it means deviant. I'm gonna get the definition for deviant. Deviate, because
like a dog goes astray.
Yeah.
Dog goes astray.
It means deviate from your duty. It means depart from an established course. And that duty, you know, is being loyal to your husband, you know, being faithful. And it's a simple duty, but some women, they can't keep that duty.
A lot of women nowadays.
Yeah, a lot of women can't keep faithfulness.
Shit, back then, if a woman had more than 3 kids with different dudes, though, man, that was looking horrid. I mean, it is horrid, though, you know? According to Sirach, the 23rd chapter, you know what I'm saying? So the women back then at least would stay with that same man, though. But back then, if a woman had more kids with different dudes, though, should we look down on being a whore, though, you know what I mean? Which is righteous, though. You know, nowadays it's normal for a woman to have 2 to 5 baby daddies and shit, you know? It's normal.
So if a woman's not doing her duty towards her man, and keep going.
13. And a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept close, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither shall she be taken with the manner.
So if she sleeps with another man, and she don't say nothing about it, you know.
And no one caught them red-handed or saw them.
Yep.
You know, like.
Because a lot of these women, they don't say nothing, you know.
What did it say? With the Proverbs, wipe her mouth like if she's done nothing.
Because it said she be defiled, you know. She becomes dirty. Keep going.
14. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, he should be not defiled.
Right, so it's a righteous thing if he feels jealousy, you know. Just like Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he's a jealous God, you know. And the reason why he's jealous is because he calls the nation of Israel his woman. And if they go worshiping false gods, that means they're going whoring.
Yeah. Which is this, what's it called? The spiritual, what is it called? Fornication?
Yep, fornication.
I got screenshots of that. Because you said, Israel, like a woman to the Most High, right? Jeremiah 6:2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Yep. See, so if we're women, if we're like women towards the Most High, and we go worship a false god, the Most High is going to get jealous. You know, just like the same way we're going to get jealous if our wives go with another man.
Yeah, you see a woman going into a car of a different dude's car and shit. Oh, come on now, you know.
Especially, you know, when they're at work, you know,
Yeah.
that's the best time for them to be in secret.
Oh yeah, definitely though. Because first and foremost, they're not even supposed to be working though, you know. That comes from the white man that allows these women to come to work though, you know. That's where the most adultery happened at work. Because the husband's not there. You know, eventually, like a woman gets attached to a dude working with them so much time though that they see each other. You know, they even got this thing called work husband or work wife. What kind of shit is that? You know, work wife, work hubby. What the fuck? If your woman is calling some other dude her work hubby, you need to cut that bitch off, bro. Like straight up, you know. You want to keep reading? 15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense within, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance.
So it said that the husband is gonna bring the wife to the priest, and the priest is gonna bring like flour, because it's gonna be like a test. But he's not gonna mix it with oil, because read that last part about the oil.
It says, he shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense within, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance.
Bringing iniquity to remembrance. So without the oil, it's iniquity. You know, remember about the when Yahushua talked about the women who had the oil.
Oh yeah, the represents faith.
Yeah, the oil represents the truth.
The virgins, right? The 10 virgins, I believe so. Yeah.
And if you don't have the oil, that means it's iniquity. So, keep going.
16. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Most High.
So she's gonna go on trial before the Most High. You know, because she's inside the tabernacle with the priest. You know.
You know what? It's like it, brother. I need to turn this on. Yeah, good thing I remember though, but no, it's on. Yeah, it's on.
So like, yeah, the mic was off. So keep read that one again.
You want to go back to 12 though, and just keep reading?
You could just read that one again.
Okay.
It might be.
Okay. Then it says, 15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her. Oh, it's like it. 16. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Most High. 17. Numbers 5 and 17. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water.
So right here it said the priest is gonna take holy water, right? So when you read that, people think when you think holy water, people think like it's a miracle, like a miracle water that's gonna like kill vampires or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Sprayed onto the vampires.
Yeah, but holy means clean. So this is a clean water, and I'm not talking about clean water from the wastewater facility.
Water
that comes out of our sink. You know, I'm talking about like water that's never been touched, like mountain water. You know, and then plus it has to be inside the tabernacle of the priest of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. know, in order for this test to work.
Yeah, because I remember I had a cousin that we were going to a church, right? And they would wash the feet, right? But then he's like, it was his turn to wash his feet. But all that water that was in there that people were washing their feet, it was all dirty. He's like, fuck, I ain't gonna stick my fucking feet in there. You know what I'm saying? No, but like, that's nasty though. Like, they talk about washing your feet. Like, these fucking are so basic, man. These churches are so fucking basic, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because this water, she's gonna have to drink it. Because keep going.
18. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord and uncover the woman's head. Put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is a jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse.
So the priest is gonna put the flower in her hand. She's gonna hold it, and the priest is gonna hold the holy water. And then what he did was he got dust from the ground and put it in the holy water.
Because he had that vessel, though, you know. So all he was gonna do was pour it into her hand, right?
I think she was gonna drink it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
19. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and thou hast gone aside to the uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causes the curse.
See, so the priest told her, if you're not lying, you know, if you haven't slept with another man, you know, then you're gonna be immune to this. You're gonna be immune to this test. It's not gonna have no effect on you.
It's not gonna curse you, though.
Yeah, it's not gonna curse you.
It's kind of like when someone's gonna take a drug test, right? Hey, if you haven't taken no drugs, your piss should come out clean. You know, it's the same thing. Like, all right, I got nothing to worry about. You know, I'll take the drug test. But if you're someone that's doing meth and shit, or doing kinds of popping pills and all that shit, though, of course your piss is gonna come out dirty, though. It's the same thing. Hey, if you got nothing to worry about, here, take this cup in, take a piss in it then. But instead of this, though, you know, here's drink this water, though. Hey, if you haven't done nothing bad, this curse will not be upon you. You know. 20. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have laid with thee beside thy husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Most High make thee a curse, and an oath among thy people, with the Most High doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell.
So if she's lying, then it means her thigh is gonna rot and her belly's gonna swell, meaning her thigh is gonna shrivel. They call it shrivel up, because the reason why it shrivels is because it's called a lack of moisture.
Yeah.
Because a woman's womb, it's naturally with moisture, but if she's popping men all the time, that's gonna be a lack of moisture because she's always leaking out, you know. So then now it's going to her thighs.
What's that thing to get Celeste?
Oh yeah.
What's that shit called though?
Yeah. Yes.
Celeste. It's like looks like pimples on her thighs and shit. But that's a curse to the woman though. You see that shit a lot on these Ishakite women though. They got a big ass belly. You see them, the little, you know, these bicep women and shit at the supermarkets though. They got a big ass belly and fucking they wearing small ass shorts with that. I'll look it up real quick, brother.
Yeah.
You know, but that's that curse though. This brother's talking about.
Yeah.
You know. I know it's what to see. I think in Spanish it's called some shit like that. You know, it was a funny word.
Because we don't want no woman with a big belly and thighs that are all rotten. You know.
I don't know, cause you know you see these women though.
You want a smooth.
Cellulite.
Yeah, cellulite.
Cellulite, that's what it's called.
You want smooth skin.
Fucking you over here rubbing her legs and why the fuck are we so much speed bumps over here? You know? Why is this shit? Why does this shit have so much speed bumps though? You know, so it's true though. You know, a man likes a woman with smooth. Come on, man. Even some, you know, some of this shit gets on a woman's ass though. I don't know if you've seen them. Some women have that shit on their ass.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially on the Judite women. I seen that shit. Oh, and you see that shit on the woman, a Judite woman. That shit goes all. You can imagine on their ass too. You know?
That's because they're getting busy too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, bro. You didn't tell me that's not disgusting, bro. I'll show you real quick on the camera. This is fucking disgusting though.
It's fucking rolls.
Yeah. More rolls in the Pillsbury, the Michelin man, huh? That shit's disgusting though. So who the fuck would wanna? Who the fuck would wanna give me that?
So keep going.
22. And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly to swell and thy thigh to rot, and the woman shall say, Amen, Amen.
See, so this water's gonna go into your bowels.
Yeah.
You gotta drink it so it could go inside to test your immune system. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's gonna see the reaction. That's because these women don't believe that. It's just sex. Sex just can't be dangerous. It's just sex. No, you bitches gotta understand this shit though is, first of all that shit, that sperm stays inside of you for like 2 weeks though, even more longer, you know? And you gotta understand though, just you think about it, just sex though, what's the worst that can happen, or what's this and that though, you know?
There's better things than sex.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, sex is good, but so is, exercising.
Oh yeah, you can have sex all the time though. I mean, you're gonna be eventually. It's like eat spaghetti for a month straight every day. You're get tired of that shit. You know?
Keep going.
25.
It was 23.
Oh, 20. Yeah, 23. Slakia. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water.
So the priest is going to write the curses that's going to come upon her on a piece of paper, you know, and then he's going to dip it into the bitter water. Dip the curses that he wrote in the bitter water, and that way when she drinks it, it's like she's drinking those curses.
Yeah, see if it did. Yeah. You know what's I see these Jewish, what's that wall though, where they write their prayer and they roll it up and put it in the wall?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Like these so-called, these Jewish people, they write their prayers and they put it in the paper and they put it inside the wall though. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do, it doesn't say anything to do with the Bible though, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy though, you know what I mean? How they switch it around, you know what I mean? Like how they switch shit around, like, damn.
Yeah, but you don't hear about that in the Bible, but this is the correct way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, the correct ritual or whatever.
Yeah.
Keep going.
24. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse, and the water that causes the curse shall enter into her and become bitter.
So it's going to cause suffering if she's guilty. Right away she's going to start.
That conscience, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep, she's going to feel that guilty conscience.
You know, but it's like kind of like bitches do adultery, right? And they don't know if it's the guy's kid or not. Kids start growing up, some women don't give a fuck, to be honest with you, But there's some women that the conscience gets them like, damn, is it his or not? But you see, they don't want to tell the man because they don't want to tell him that they actually committed adultery though. So therefore, they just let it be. But then here's fucking little Jeffrey with white skin or chinky eyes, but you're an Israelite. You know what I mean? You're a dark complected man, but he's light complected though with chink eyes. And it's like, what the fuck?
These days you don't know who your father is because I was watching Netflix, and there's
I see it. I made a video about it. Yep. This is our father.
our father.
Our father, Jeremiah 1 and 5.
Right. He had like how many siblings?
Over 100.
Like 100 siblings, man.
And I believe it was that same town, right?
Yup.
And he used, I believe, Genesis, I think it was 11:14, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, and also before I formed you in the womb.
Yeah, Jeremiah 1:5.
Yeah, he said that one too. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but you see how these devils switch it up though? Because that's clearly talking about the Most High knowing thee before you in the womb, though. You know what I mean? But but this motherfucker, like, how he just
Yeah, he switched it up.
switched it up. Yeah.
So keep going.
25. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out the woman's hand and wave the offering before the Most High and offer it upon the altar.
And keep going. Go to 27.
Okay. And when he had made her to drink the water, it shall come to pass that if she be defiled and had done trespass against her husband, that the water that causes the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among the people. She's no good.
She's going to be a curse among her people. That means she's going to have a bad reputation. Ain't nobody going to want that woman.
Why? Because she has a reputation.
Yeah.
Because you will go to high school, you hear about this girl Sally being a hoe. She had a reputation. She was giving head to all the football players and shit.
Her name is going to be defiled.
Yeah. That's why I don't be like Jake's be like, don't speak upon my name like that, or
They even have a song about women.
Yeah.
It's that one Sally.
That girl, that old school one.
Yeah. Sally, that girl.
And then there's the other one, that old school. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every time.
Yeah.
And he said, I heard that Michael might be Gay. What about that? What did he say? What about that girl? I forgot how it goes though, But it was like an old school song.
Yeah.
Look at all this called. I think it's called "Look at All These Rumors."
Yeah.
Surround me. Yeah.
It's called rumors.
Rumors. Yeah. But see that your name has a reputation though, Because
Because it said, did you hear the one about Susan?
Yeah. Susan or something like that. Yeah.
Some say she's something. I don't know.
Loose. Must be loose or some
Yeah.
shit like that. But that's pretty much saying she a hoe. She might be a hoe. I was at 28. Numbers 5 and 28. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free and shall conceive seed.
Nothing's gonna happen. She's gonna look fine. She's gonna have children.
Yeah.
She's gonna be unharmed.
It's like a plate of food, right? There's some hair on it. You're not gonna want to eat it. That's just defiled though. But if your plate comes, no hairs on it, you're gonna be like, all right, it's ready to eat.
Yeah.
A woman that been defiled though, why would you want to have kids with her though? She do that shit to you once. What makes you think she won't do that shit again? Some bitches be like, I changed. I won't do that to my. I used to be that girl, but I'm not that no more. I always say this: hoes just come back.
You shouldn't even make it a thought for your husband to be jealous.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even be coming across the thought of jealousy. He should be able to trust you.
Yeah, because it's like, all these social medias and shit though, and these women be happy, and it's just like this and that though. But if you're over here concerned about why does women have so much social media though, then that's the problem with you. You gotta speak upon. If you're, hey, she has too much social media though, I don't trust her and shit. That means you shouldn't be with that woman though.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. Your wife shouldn't be shouldn't be on social media because she puts up all her pictures, and you don't know who's looking at those pictures.
You could be doing that with that guy, our father was fucking ejaculating.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you put your, the kids too, man. You could be a fucking pervert though, bro. Well, I think Apostle Kabar said that, right? Like, women shouldn't be having so much social media like that, or I think in general, or something like that.
Yeah. That's what Apostle Kabar said.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't have no.
woman like when the man gets jealous, you know, a little bit? Okay, she wants to feel like, oh, I still got it. Bitch, if you're trying to make your man jealous though, that means you got skills. That means you've done it once or twice. That means you want to feel good about yourself that you still got it though. That's not right though. Because as long as your husband is attracted to you the way you are though, then that's all that matters. Who gives a fuck what the motherfuckers think though? You know? As long as your husband is happy the way you look, the way you are, and that's what matters though. I want to make him a little jealous, so I'm gonna put, you know what I'm saying? That's the wrong energy though.
That's why if you got a wife and she goes out somewhere, she's supposed to have her head covered.
Yeah.
You know?
Looking down and shit.
You see these Ishmaelite women, they even got their head covered.
Yeah.
You know?
And they be looking down too. They don't look at you.
You know?
You don't even see them
They just do their business, you know?
Yeah. And that's the spirit, because over there in Kalinga, there's a lot of Ishmaelites that have little supermarkets and shit like that. And they hire a bunch of Ishmaelite women. But do you ever see their women in there, in those stores? Fuck no, you don't. They're the ones in the stores all the time. They'd be trying to mac on the Mexican women and shit, you know, these Ishmaelites. And then like, I never see their woman in there in that store. Because you know why? Because they're at their fucking house. Or they're probably at their country. You know?
They're inside their house.
Yep.
Where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. You never see their wives and shit like working and shit right there. It's always the guy though, you know? But here, that's what I'm saying though. Here's these fucking Ishmaelites hiring our women and shit to work for them though. And they do it purposely because they hire pretty women and shit though. They always say, hey, you're pretty enough to work, you're good with numbers. They fucking be doing that shit over there. Cause I be seeing them though, you know? That's why you fucking woman though, like when you get them, you know, thighs rotting and the big belly, that's what you fucking bitches get. Cause you're not supposed to be doing that shit though. Shit, you know?
Keep going.
29. This is the law of jealousy when a wife goes aside to another instead of her husband and is defiled.
All
So
right,
it's a law.
It's a ritual law. You know, it's a way of doing a test.
Yeah, like it's like, hey, you tell your woman, hey, let me see your phone real quick, and she'll be like, I don't know. It's like, bitch, what the fuck? Let me see your fucking phone. A woman shouldn't pull her phone back, because you should naturally just be like, hey, let me see your phone. Let me see. You shouldn't even say, let me see, man. You should just grab it. She shouldn't even be asking you, what are you doing though? Oh, I just wanted to make a phone call. You asking, you know, she'd be asking you more than 3 questions before you grab her phone. Then you should start questioning yourself though, you know, or her though, you know. 30. And when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before the Most High, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law.
And this will be the last one right here.
31. Then shall the man be guiltiness from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity.
See, so they'll both be
Guiltless.
They'll both be innocent. Like,
Guilt-free.
Yeah, they'll be guiltless. How do you say?
Yeah, guiltless, like pretty much guilt-free.
Yeah. They'll be innocent, you know, of any guilt. You know, he'll feel fine because he'll realize that she hasn't been cheating, so he ain't gonna be jealous anymore, and she's gonna just keep doing her duties.
Kind of like when the Jake, right, takes the woman to the Maury show, the Maury show, and he finds out that that's his kid, even though his kid's already like 5 years old, and like Jake gets all happy and she's like, yeah, you know, that's my kid, my son, even which was foul because first of all that bitch cheated on him, or you know, committed adultery though, so that's bad as it is though. So then when that guy finds out, oh, that's my son and this and that, well, you know what, fuck you bitch, I'm gonna take my son. You know, they feel free, like yes, you know, that's my son. But bitch committed adultery, so therefore I'm not gonna fuck with her. But that's my son. I've been thinking he was my son for like 5 years already, though. You know. Then you turn out, because I see some Jakes in that show or in court though. Man, they be like feeling like sad and shit because they're raising that kid though. You know what I mean? So they be feeling sad and shit like, man, that wasn't my son all the time.
Yeah.
You know. But then a man shouldn't go through that shit though, man. Taking him to the Maury show. or having to take them to the clinic just to know, or staring at your kid though in the bathroom late at night, like, are you my son or not? Like, a man shouldn't go through that shit, you know? Or getting a haircut, taking a sample and cutting your hair, take it to the clinic, like, hey, match these and see if that's my son or not. Like, a man shouldn't go through that shit though, you know?
Yeah, so a man, shouldn't be jealous. He should be stress-free.
Yeah.
So with that, hope that's edifying for my lesson, and this brother's gonna do his lesson.
Gone. So, yeah, it's the spirit too, because, you want to, not defile though, when it comes to this truth though, right? Same thing with the woman too. She commits adultery, she's bad, and that's what it is though, It can't be simple, So today I want to speak about circumcised, because there's that carnal circumcised and then that spiritual circumcision, And in the fleshly one is when the first your kid though, baby, whatever age though, they cut off your foreskin though, So you're circumcised. You're not uncircumcised no more, So when you're circumcised, your foreskin's out, And actually that goes back to Israelite trait though, because when a kid was what's it called, 8 days old, a male, right? They will circumcise him when he's 8 days old. So it's always been but you see, the Most High has all these laws for us for a reason though, not to eat pork. What happens though? Eat too much pork, you get heart disease, high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart attack, you get all this shit though, So being circumcised is an Israelite trait though, because that's the Most High looking out for us people here on this chart though, Gives a fuck about the others though. What does it say in 2nd Ezra? Heathens are nothing to him though, I think it's the 6th chapter though. So you see, also too, the adultery what this brother's speaking upon. Hey man, a woman, like going off with another dude coming back, she might give you an STD though. That's why it's the law for her not to do that shit though, man. Because anything to do with these laws right here is for our own good though. Only for the Israelites though, And being circumcised, when we were born though, we're supposed 8 days later, like we're supposed to be circumcised. But you see, we didn't know we're Israelites. Our parents didn't know we're Israelites, We were. You made a beautiful lesson last week about being strangers. We were strangers. We were uncircumcised. We were Gentiles because we didn't know that we were Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We were all these things though, because we didn't know we were Israelites though. So yeah, we were uncircumcised though, and yeah, we were Gentiles though, because we didn't know all this though. Hey, the laws was when we were in the world, right? They were strange to us. Well, you don't eat pork. You don't eat pepperonis on your pizza. 10 years ago, but well, you don't like pepperonis and shit. To us that was strange though. Even if you tell the average person, I don't like pepperonis on my pizza. What? That's the best part of the pizza, the pepperonis on it, right? They'll tell you that shit, but to them, us saying that we don't want that is strange to them. So can you get Genesis 17:14? Because to be circumcised, like I said, it's when they cut the foreskin off, But then there's the spiritual circumcised though, because we're circumcised because we are clean now, So can you get that one, Bob?
This is Genesis 17 and I'm gonna start at 13.
Yeah, got you.
It says, "He that is born in thy house, and he that is bought with thy money, must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant." So the reason why we cut our foreskin is because it's a covenant with the Most High.
Promise. It's a promise.
Yeah, it's a promise.
Same thing with these garments. Memorial, Yeah.
And it says, and the uncircumcised man, child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people.
So, yeah.
He hath broken my covenant.
Yep. Kind of like when you tell your daughter, right? Like, hey, don't be coming out of the house, don't be sneaking out of the house. And then you tell her that, right? And then you catch her sneaking out the window, right? You're like, what the fuck did I tell you? Don't be fucking sneaking out of the house. that's the covenant that you told between you and your daughter, you know. And her going doing that shit, she's breaking that covenant between you and her and you. So
And that's the same thing. What the Most High is going to do, you know, in these last days, He's going to cut off. He's going to cut off 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You know, representing a circumcision.
Because they weren't clean. They were uncircumcised. These people are 2/3 though. They're uncircumcised though. They're not clean though, because to be circumcised is to be clean though. You know? But you're supposed to be doing the works of Yahweh Shema Shai. Which can you get you got something?
I got something for you too, because you said being circumcised makes you clean, right? I got some circumcisions, benefits of circumcision. It's easier hygiene. Circumcision makes it easier to wash the penis.
I was gonna say too, so that shit catches bacteria, man, and it gets infected.
Yeah,
you had foreskin.
Like because it traps it.
Yeah, it stays in there, you know.
It says decreased risk of urinary tract infections.
Yeah, because when like after you piss, right, there's still some pee coming out, and so with that foreskin, it traps it though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a urinary tract infection.
And those motherfuckers hurt. You know what I'm saying? I heard. You know what I mean? I probably had one when I was a kid though, but them motherfuckers hurt though, man.
Decreased risk of sexual transmitted infections.
Yeah, because all that shit that's in there, it goes inside the vagina though. So it's like having a dirty hand, and there's a bowl, and you stick your hand in there, you make it dirty though, you know? The bowl of water, you know? Bowl of water though.
Or after you have sex, you don't wash yourself, you know?
Oh yeah.
It says decreased risk of penile cancer.
Holy shit. See, that's all the benefits, right?
For being circumcised.
Exactly though. So it comes same thing too with pork, you know? You don't eat pork though, man. You don't rise the risk of having a heart disease, high blood pressure, cholesterol though, you know? You don't have the chances of getting all that shit though, unless the Most High gives it to you though.